The Manhattan real estate market missed a beat in the fourth quarter of 2017, but remained strong overall, despite looming property tax changes in a softening luxury market. According to recent industry reports, the average sales price fell to $1,897,503 in the fourth quarter, the first time it has fallen below $2 million in almost 2 years, noted a new report from Douglas Elliman. There were 2,514 closed sales, down 12% from a year earlier, making it the slowest fourth quarter in 6 years, the report said. The last quarter is typically the slowest of the year, but in 2017 two factors exacerbated that, said Jonathan J. Miller, president of the appraisal firm Miller Samuel, which prepared the report. First, the so-called legacy pipeline contracts on pricey new apartments that have taken years to close is drying up. These deals, many of them signed around 2014 for under-construction condos, inflated the average sales price for the last few years, Mr. Miller said, but that effect is now fading. Second, impending changes to the tax code, which many analysts predict will disproportionately affect homeowners in pricier coastal markets like New York, left buyers cautious. The tax policy changes really overshadowed a lot of things, said Garrett Derderian, Director of Data and Reporting for Stribling and Associates, whose most recent report showed a similar drop in fourth quarter sales. We saw buyers really take a pause. Some apartments fared better than others. Sales of new development, typically the highest priced segment of the market, continued to soften, while the entry and mid-level markets saw modest gains, by some accounts. The overall median sales price was $1.06 million, a 1% increase from a year ago, spurred mostly by the less expensive resale market, according to the Elliman report, while the median sales price for new development was $2.74 million, down 7% from a year earlier. Sales of co-ops, which are typically older and less expensive than condos, rose 4% compared to the same period last year, according to a new report from the Corcoran Group. Other brokerage reports differed, because they used a mix of city records and internal data, but most showed co-ops performing better than pricier inventory. Condo resales fell 3% in the same period, Corcoran said. Co-ops also made up the largest share of sales, 52% of all closings, as buyers sought out better bargains, according to the report from Stribling. The tax bill, passed in December, will cap state and local tax deductions at $10,000, something that will be felt most acutely by homeowners in high-end markets like Manhattan, where residents are more likely to itemize deductions. Moody's Analytics projected that home prices in Manhattan could be more than 10% lower by the second half of 2019 than they would have been with no change to the tax code. In the short term, however, the changes should have a modest effect on New York pricing, Mr. Miller said, because the market responds slowly to downward price pressure. Basically, he said, the report his firm prepared shows a market moving sideways, even with this headwind.